now what is remaining. We will start with the, I'll just show, yeah, the topics which you have shown, Aditya, which sir had given. That is, those are the main topics, but I will just tell you the other things which is also there in each topic. So first of all, today I just want you all to have a grab of the total different topics which can be asked for your 12th standard. All the grammar topics. Of course, there's nothing omitted in grammar. Full portion is there in grammar. Not a single topic is omitted. But when we are doing, we need to consider mostly give stress on these topics. Just now I'll be sharing my screen. Yeah. Can you see the topics?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll zoom it more so that you can see it properly. Yeah. So here you can see parts of speech is there wherein you will be asked about the verbs. Mainly in the parts of speech, what is important? Verbs in detail. You should know the main verb, auxiliary verb, modal auxiliary means the modal auxiliary is the transitive and intransitive verb. Then the gerunds, then finite verbs, non-finite verbs, participles, time means the tense that is again comes in verbs, tenses for verbs is applicable, then the phrasal verb, adjectives, preposition, determiners, and articles. Determiners is a part of articles are a part of the determiners actually. So you should know determiners and then know the articles also. And in sentence structure, the second topic, sentences, types of sentences. You should know simple, compound, complex, as well as positive, negative sentences, question, imperative, exclamatory. These are the different types in based on the structure and joining. Then based on vocabulary and word building, you have all these topics, synonyms, antonyms, homophones, homonyms. These are all there. These some of these vocabulary questions will also be asked in the passages. So it is not that only in the doers directive this will be asked. Point number 3, blends to the process, then derivatives, compound words, all this can be put in your passage also. Then coming to the next one, you have figures of speech and stylistic devices, simile, metaphor, personification, all this figures of speech. Phrases, idioms, proverbs, maxims, all this, of course, you all know it will be there. Editing, omission, finding errors, all this are also there as your topic. Understood? So these are the main topics which you need to cover. And out of this, we have already finished with, as I got. Yeah, yes, Aditya. Aditya, where is Aditya? Aditya is there. Aditya. Yes, Aditya. Yeah, we are sharing it live on YouTube also because that is why I just wanted that everyone should be benefited because it's a grammar lecture. So we need to, and those who missed out, because I can see only 13 students there today who have joined. So those who missed out, I can share the link with them and they can just listen to the lecture there also. But that doesn't mean every time I will be doing it live. Sometimes I do it live. So tomorrow Aditya will tell I will not join. I will see this link. So I'll not join in your lecture, ma'am, because I'll watch you give me the link, I'll watch it. No, not like that, Aditya. Every day I don't plan to go live. So it is only certain topics because I want to do a very important topic. That is why I have taken that everyone should be benefited with this topic. As a result, I just thought of sharing it with everyone. Okay, now coming to the topic, first topic which I will discuss today with you all is a very important topic, that is your direct and indirect speech. I think you all are aware of this direct and indirect speech. Have you heard of direct and indirect or reported speech?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So this reported speech, when we are doing, then what happens is that we need to first know certain rules. There are certain important pointers which has to be kept in mind before doing that. And if you remember only this pointers and this words, then there is no problem of solving any type of sentences, however big the sentences, however clumsy the sentences, you will be able to solve it. So we'll just go revise little bit with the direct and indirect speech. That is 1 minute. Yeah, I'll share the screen. Yeah, direct and indirect speech. First, is it shared? The screen is shared.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So first, the change of pronouns. Direct to indirect, it is never asked the other way around. It is usually the quotes of a person directly when you're speaking. That quote is said to be your direct speech, and we have to convert it into indirect speech. Now, there are steps in which your marks can be deducted. Your marks are not randomly given zero. Every step, every bifurcation, or every changes which you make, you get half marks. If you have made the reported verb or you have changed the reported verb properly, you are getting half marks. If you have changed the reported speech correctly, you are again getting half marks. If you have removed the punctuation, you are getting half marks. So likewise, your marks are given. Sometimes if it is in the selective form, you need to be very, very selective, because there is very simple changes, minute changes which they give in the selection answer, in the pull down answers, wherein you have to select the correct answer or change the change to indirect speech. Question is given to you in for your board question I'm talking about. Question will be given to you and you will be asked to change it to indirect speech. We will do some exercise also right now. So first, just look at the steps. What do we do? When we need to first change the pronouns from changing from direct to indirect speech. And indirect speech, suppose the simple sentences I have taken so that you understand and revision is done properly. If Yash said, I am coming, I is the pronoun and am coming is the verb. So when we are doing am coming and I, then it changes. I changes to the next person, doesn't stays. What will it change to, Vishnu? This simple sentence.
Ma'am, yes said that he is coming.
Oh, is am coming becomes was, he was. We have to change the tense. The tense gets changed, simultaneously. The present tenses, all the present tenses changes to the past tense. And all the past tense, actually, we have only simple past tense, the sentence is there. So simple past tense gets changed to past perfect tense. So that is how the sentence is changed. So understood till here? Let's see the sentence. That he was coming. I became he, that was correct. So Vishnu, there's nothing to feel frightened that your marks will be gone. Now there was how many changes we did here? We have added this that, we had added this he, and we had added was. So several things which we did, 1, 2, 3, and then the inverted commas went away. So every single thing which we changed is having a score of half marks. If it is for 2 marks, otherwise directly it is for 1 mark to select. So every single step which you have changed, for that you are scoring. Like Vishnu has not said about was, he didn't do that change. As a result, so only half marks will be gone. Out of 2 you'll get 1.5. And if it is for 1 marks, then obviously you'll get half mark. But if it is choice, then you will not get any marks. If you have selected, you have said that he is coming, then you have selected that answer, then obviously it's a big zero. So you need to be little careful with the tense. Now coming to this tense, which I was just now telling. So just now we had already discussed about the direct speech, I am coming, and in indirect speech, was coming. That is the change which has happened. Now, change of situations. In change of situations, what do? These are certain situation. This, that, we have to change it to that. So in indirect speech, said that he had. See, this becomes that. So there are certain situations which needs to be changed in indirect speech, and you have to remember this. Last night, previous night. So how do we remember? These are the chart. These are some of the chart which you have to remember whenever you are doing from direct to indirect. Even if you're selecting also, every single word counts. You have to remember every single word from this chart which is given there. So this is how we are changing from direct speech to indirect speech. Then coming to the next one, you have to remember when we are changing, there are certain connectors which is used specifically. Students get confused and all the time they remove the inverted comma and they use that to connect the sentence. That वो लोग हमेशा गलती से लगा देते हैं. But that is always not required. Only in assertive sentence you can see that only in the assertive sentence connector that is used, and in exclamatory sentence connector that is used. That is not used for the interrogative sentence. Here it is not used, and it is not used even in imperative sentence. So how do you join the sentence after removing the inverted comma? You will be using here the question. If the question, interrogative sentence, you know by now that it is a WH question or a question which is a rhetorical, that is a yes or no type question also. That means which starts with helping verb. So there are two types of question, the one which starts with helping verb and the other which starts with a WH question. What is your name? Are you coming? Are you coming? So are is your helping verb. Can you do this? So can is your helping verb. So if a question starts with a helping verb, then you remove that inverted comma and join the sentence by using if or whether. Please keep in mind, if or whether is used to connect a sentence which is starting with helping verb. Now, if a question starts with WH, then that WH word is used as a connector. And of course, the reported verbs, that means after the inverted comma, we use the reported verb that you have to change to asked, questioned, inquired. And in imperative sense, okay, so let me give you an example, a small example. Let me see who can with it. Okay. I hope I can write it. Ravi, this is not the text. No. 1 minute, I will share the board. That is coming. Whiteboard. Now this is better. So one sentence I'll just now give. We did what just now? Interrogative sentences, children. Ravi, look at the sentence. Said, comma, open inverted comma. Can, I'm giving very simple sentence just for you to remember. We will take up, after we finish explaining all the rules, we will take up bigger sentences from your textbook. Can you cook? Close inverted comma. So now, as per the rule, what you have to see, what are the things you have to see? You have to remove the inverted comma. You have to change the verb, the reported verb, because it's an interrogative sentence since it is ending with a question mark. So go step by step. First, you have to change this, the reported verb. Then you have to change this comma. Then you have to change, of course, you have to remove this and then see with which word the question starts. And then again decide whether it is in present tense or future tense. So accordingly, what would be the expected answer? Aditya?
Ravi asked whether he can cook.
Ravi asked whether
And cook.
he can cook. Ravi asked whether that only Aditya you told just now, right?
Ma'am, could. Can नहीं, could आएगा शायद से.
Could, whether he could. Yes, this was the mistake which you were making. And thanks that you yourself recognized it. Ravi asked whether he could. Why? Because why, Aditya? Why did you change it? Because it should be in past tense. The present tense cannot remain in present. Can is used for the present tense. Can and could both shows ability, but can is used in the present tenses and could is used for the past tenses. So you have to change it when you're changing from direct to indirect. So Ravi asked whether he could cook. So could should be there. Otherwise, your half marks would have gone here. And the remaining marks, of course, you would get, and it should end with a full stop. So understood interrogative sentence. So then there is no future tense. Now coming to the next type of sentence. I hope all of you can see my screens. Please let me know if, because I'm showing it in the screens. Now, can you see the screen once again, the interrogative sentence?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. So now interrogative sentence, you have understood a little bit. Now we'll go to imperative sentence. Imperative sentences are your order, request, command sentence. Please see the next rule. In your order, request, command sentence, again, you have to remove the connector. And what connector has to be used? To or not to. To or not to has to be used to join. Ordered and the reported verbs can be changed as per the mood of the sentence. Read the sentence and try to understand whether it is ordering, whether it's a request, or whether it is, you can say, inquiring. So that you have to understand the meaning and then take a decision. Understood? So we will be using to and not to and not that, please. Okay, so now again, I'll use my whiteboard so that I can give you a sentence. Let us come back. Yeah. So now I will use, this time I'll take an imperative example. The teacher said, comma, open inverted comma, open your text book. Full stop, close inverted comma. Yeah. So the question is, the teacher said, open your textbook. Open, O should be capital whenever there is an inverted comma. Now, what are the changes you have to do? Again, the reported verb, you have to check it out. ये change हो जाएगा. Please हमेशा याद रखो, whenever you're doing grammar, you have to go step by step. अगर आप लोग steps follow करते हो, then you will not make mistake. अगर you just grab into it, कुछ भी हमारे मन में आ रहा है, तो हम उसी के साथ कर लेते हैं, और अगर हो गया तो ठीक है, नहीं हुआ तो ठीक है, देख लेंगे. So not like that. Go step by step. It's all like, you know, dissection of a thing, bifurcation of the things. So grammar is just like science. You go step by step. If you just jump into the conclusion, what should be the answer, then obviously you'll make a mistake. Okay, the teacher said you have to change. Then again, inverted comma will go, of course, in both. वो तो निकालना ही है. Then you will start with, you have to see this and the connector, what you will be using. So let me see whom I will ask now. Rachit only, na? The name is, so much of heart you have in your name, beta. बच्चा इतना सारा heart है तुम्हारे. रचित ही है ना नाम?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you have two heart. I have only one heart, beta. Anyway, Rachit, you just try this sentence. Okay. Try out with the sentence. How will we change it to indirect speech? Go step by step. If you want to see the rule once again, we can go there also. And we can share that also. Just try. These are simple sentence. We will work out with the sentence from your question paper also. Because once you know the rule, you have to use for ordered, request, commanded, pleaded, all this, and to and not to for imperative sentence. And this is by far an imperative sentence. That is this an order? Is this a request or is this a command? Yeah, Aditya has already written and sent with the teacher. Aditya, one mistake is there. Anyway, let me ask.
मैम मैंने भी भेजा है.
I'll tell. Rachit is telling. Rachit, any idea about the sentence? Try at least. See, Aditya has tried already and sent me the answer. If you don't know, then don't at least tell me that also. No, then I will not wait.
मैम मैंने टेक्स्ट किया है आपको.
Acha, text kiya. I am opening that screen. I can't see. Yeah, so open our textbook. The teacher asked to open our textbook. The teacher told to open our textbook. Ashley, yes. The teacher told to open the textbook. Rachit and Aditya, you all have little mistake. Your reported verb, I think you should see this once again. The reported verb you all are taking wrong. Aditya and Rachit, you have taken, see, the asked is here when it is an interrogative. Asked, question, inquired, that is for interrogative sentence. Ordered, requested, and commanded or pleaded, anything. Pleading means please give me, that is pleading. Ordering means do this, do that, and command means that happens, of course, in the soldier level or boss and officers level. Command is given there. Your order can be there for the normal things, that is an order. So you cannot use asked. So there you all made a mistake. Ashley had said the teacher told, and then again one more thing, to open our textbook. So asked the teacher, is this an order? Is this a request? What is it? Tell me first, children.
Order.
Order. So the teacher ordered to open their textbook. Yes or no? What will we write? The teacher said, open your textbook. The teacher ordered to open. Your will become, this part again you all forgot. Your you all have not changed. So there also it is not working. So the teacher ordered. The answer will be, the teacher ordered to, sab chale gaye, to we have to use open. Your will become, मैंने change of words में दिया था, their textbooks. Textbooks को हम लोग कुछ नहीं कर सकते, वो same to same. Ordered to open their textbook. Or the teacher ordered them to open their textbook. उधर भी आप ले सकते हो, ordered whom, them को इधर भी ले सकते हो, और लेकिन वो इधर लेके आओगे तो them हो जाएगा, उधर लेके गए तो their. Okay, so that is the difference, which the mistake which you all made. I hope you have understood. The teacher ordered to open their textbook. एक और sentence लेते हैं. I think this is not clear. एक और sentence ले लेते हैं. Simple सा sentence लेते हैं. Ravi said, please keep quiet. Okay, now first of all, tell me whether this is an order, request, or command.
Plead.
Request.
Plead.
Please.
मैम pleaded आएगा ना.
Please keep quiet. Pleaded or request
मैम
भी हो सकता
रिक्वेस्ट आएगा ना
हाँ, it can be a request because plead इसमें ज्यादा कुछ नहीं किया, सिर्फ एक ही sentence बोला please. Maybe he is the monitor of the class and he is telling that please keep quiet. Not pleading, please, keeping quiet, just requesting everyone. So request it, or both we can accept. We will accept both in this case. So you don't worry about the reported verb. Pleaded and requested both will be accepted as the reporting verb here. Then how do you go to the next part? Ravi?
Pleaded to keep quiet.
Yes. Pleaded to keep quiet. Correct. Yes, absolutely correct. So that's the right answer. Requested to keep quiet. Okay, yes, that's also correct. This thing, Vishnu. Yeah, Vishnu wrote that answer. Correct. Absolutely correct. Yes, so we'll move to the next point. Now, the next point is the last one, that is exclamatory sentence. Exclamatory sentence, again, we are going to, can you see the screen shared?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
yes मैम
because when I continuously jump from here, then sometimes my screen is not visible. Okay, so exclamatory sentence, again, you have to use the word that. Now, again, here, along with that, look at the reported verbs. Exclaimed in pain, exclaimed with pain. Again, that will depend on the type of sentence. With pain, happiness, you have to give it a mood. Grief, sorrow, all these things can be there in exclamation. What is exclamatory sentence? When there is a hyper intention of expression, that is called exclamatory sentence. Okay, so we'll take a sentence that Rahul, I'll go to my white screen. Rahul said, comma, open inverted comma, hooray, we won the match. Yes. Now that is an exclamatory sentence. You have written here, hooray, we won the match. Rahul said, hooray, we won the match. So that's an exclamatory sentence purely because it's an sudden surprise of emotions. So what will be your changes? So first of all, again, the reported verb you have to consider. And remember, this time you have to use the word connector that. But first change the reported verb. Uske baad aapke connector aayenge. And then never use this word again. ये word नहीं आना चाहिए. लेकिन इस word का meaning क्या है? What do you mean by that? It is with express happiness. It is used to show your happiness. Hooray, we never say when we are sad. Hooray, somebody expired in the house. We never say, right? Hooray is always an expression which is used to show your happiness, extreme pleasure or happiness. So you have to use those words and then write it. Okay, so who will try? Now next I'll tell. I can't see the chat box again. So Rahul, yes, somebody wrote. Aditya has written, Rahul exclaimed with happiness that they won the match. Yes, perfect, Aditya. That's the answer which I was looking out for. Rahul exclaimed with happiness that they won the match. That is the right answer. So I hope that much is clear about the different types of sentences which we have. 4 different types of sentences and how do we change it? Now coming to the next one. How these are some examples. How do we do it? Yes and no questions. So Yash asked, are you coming? I just now gave you example already. We'll just read this sentence so that I can take up bigger sentence right now. So if the question is with are you coming, then Yash asked if she was coming. Yash asked where Mary was. Always take the auxiliary verb in the end of the question mark. So then it will make it as a sentence when it is a WH word. अगर WH word है तो ये last में आना चाहिए. Then next one, if or whether और इसमें WH में WH word. Actions, promises, orders, that is your imperative sentence. उसमें अभी मैंने ये भी मैंने कर लिया. Ram ordered Rohan clean my boots. Ram ordered Rohan to clean his boots. My boots का his boots. Present and future tense. Of course, if it is a fact, then it remains the same. The words are unchanged. Modal verbs. Yeah, this one is again important. If we have modal verbs like would, should, could, might, ought to, and must, we must keep it as it is. It doesn't change. For example, Rohan said, I must do my homework now. As per the rule, हमें क्या करना था? Past tense. Must का past tense क्या होगा? मालूम है? नहीं मालूम है. So we will keep it in indirect room as it is. Excuse me. Rohan said that लगाया change किया उसको indirect में, that he must do, my को भी change हो गया, do his homework, now का भी change हो गया, words में change, then बन गया. सिर्फ हमने must को must ही रखा. Must का past tense mustard नहीं होगा ना. So that is why we have changed, we have kept it as it is. Again, there are some more examples of this, WH questions. Other examples, more examples of WH questions. Okay, so I think we did plenty of examples. We will. Okay, yes. So we did plenty of examples. Now let us look into some difficult sentences, not difficult actually. It's actually the same thing which you have been doing right now. The same way, let us try it out with bigger sentences. I want to say bigger sentences, not difficult sentence. Yeah. Now can you see my screen once again? This is a different screen which I'm presenting. Can you see that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
कितना डरावना आवाज क्यों निकाल रहे? कौन है ये? थोड़ा अच्छे से बोलना बेटा. सब लोग टेंशन में है लगता है. एकदम एग्जाम आ रहे तो इतना टेंशन मत लो. Don't worry, papers will be checked very this thing leniently, and the questions will be also very easier for you all, because there was hardly any college. We know that, and we understand our students also very well. So don't be in tension, just take it very simple. Okay, I just want to find out one sentence. एक भी नहीं है sentence, direct to indirect. Positive degree. Okay, so here you can see this. I was alone like a fox. No, this is also an answer. No questions with direct and indirect speech. Yeah, finally got one. Don't you think that I might have had something to do with it? Said Soapy. You have to select from this. please check out with the correct answer. Don't, first of all, read. Students, please read the question. Don't you think that I might have had something to do with it? Said Soapy. First of all, take out this. Your sentence given to you is an exclamatory, interrogative sentence. Now, in interrogative sentence, again, the tense have had. So that is given in which tense. You have to change it to which. Have had will remain as it is. That I might have had. So how would you change it? Which will be the correct answer?
Ma'am, ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, Sophie asked if he didn't thought that he might have had something to do with that third option.
Sophie asked if he didn't thought that he might have had
And
something
second option,
to do with that. If he didn't think that he might have had something to do with that. Yeah, second is the right option. Second one. Why third one not? Because when you have didn't here and didn't with that thought, when you're giving that thought, already did is there. So we don't use. So as a result, it will remain think. Now, when you're taking think, we have another think down and another think on top also. So those two also you need to consider. There are some minute mistakes which you have to be very, very careful when you're selecting the correct answer. If you didn't think that he might had something to do with that. So this is absolutely wrong. Sophie asked if he didn't think that he might have, and here had is not there, something to do with that. So as a result, this two goes. So what remains with me is second one. For third one can't take because didn't के बाद उसका thought आ गया. तो मैं direct second वाले को select कर दी. Okay? Understood, Bhumika? Bhumika, any doubt? I hope children you are understanding. Okay,
Yes,
no,
ma'am.
ma'am. Okay, Bhumika is typing and telling no, ma'am. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now direct and indirect speech is clear. So first what you will do, you will just read the sentence. Again, let us quickly revise what will you do in direct and indirect sentence because this is very important topic. Students tend to make a wrong mistake because there are minute problems which comes up. So as a result, you need to know it very systematically. First, read the question and then decide the sentence is in which tense given to you is in which tense. So accordingly, you have to change it to the opposite tense. Or if the sentence is a present tense, simple present tense, you have to change it to simple past tense. If the sentence is in present continuous tense, you have to change it to past continuous. If it is in present perfect tense, it will be changed to past perfect tense. Present perfect continuous becomes past perfect continuous. Now, if the sentence the other way around, if it is in past tense, then it will become past perfect tense. बस उतना ही है. Future में कुछ नहीं होता है. There is no tense about future. So you need not ask that miss future tense में रहेगा तो क्या करेंगे? तो वो आएगा ही नहीं. आपके सारे sentences direct speech में रहेंगे वो inverted commas में present tense में रहते हैं mostly and sometimes it is in past tense. So अगर past tense में है तो हम लोग उसको past perfect tense करते. ये हो गया मेरा पहला selection. Then after that my connector, मुझे वो क्या यूज करना है. जैसे मुझे सेंटेंस पता चल गया, I know मुझे क्या कनेक्टर यूज करना है. Assertive sentence है, मतलब the sentence which ends with a full stop. तो वो assertive sentence होता है, उसमें positive, negative दोनों sentence आते हैं assertive में. So if it is that type of a sentence, you have to remove the comma. The teacher said के बाद जो comma आता है, reported verb के बाद जो comma आता है, remove that comma and use that. लेकिन if it is interrogative, again there are two types of question. WH question, उसमें WH question use होते हैं, but you will never use the word that. Students WH word भी लगाते हैं और that भी लगाते हैं, दो चीजें लगाते हैं, but then to use answer is wrong. ये हो गया next selection. Then the list of words which I showed you. I have given you a list of words. This day, that day, now, then. Ye sare words you have to remember. And of course, you don't have to learn it. If you read it twice, you will remember it, obviously. Okay. So I hope direct and indirect speech is clear. And please, somebody has written to me 3 poems are remaining. Please give me a clear idea. Aditya is having my number. Others I don't know is not having. So please give it to Aditya. Tell Aditya to put it in my this thing WhatsApp that which chapters are remaining, because I don't want that I should miss out any explanation. Okay. Understood? Yes or no? Have you all understood? Okay, then put it in the chat box if you're not able to speak. So is it clear? Then we'll take up the next topic in the next session, because today we were in a this thing that I thought we'll be doing some lessons. I forgot lessons or poems. Something was in balance. So I couldn't take up 2 topics. I need to do two topics of grammar in a day. Today I could do only 1 topic. So if you have no doubt, you can end the call. If you have doubt, you can wait back and ask the questions. And even you can tell your friends who missed today's lecture, it is there in my YouTube channel. They can just listen to that also and ask me the doubt in the next class if they didn't understand.